You been playing at all?
I went out about a week ago. I played with Mike, but that's it, you know. But I've been to the driving range. I was playing at the driving range at Leston Oaks.
Okay.
So if we get the balls up there, you know, they have mats as well.
Yeah, I'm never, just don't like seeing a ball go in the water.
I don't either, but it's the only thing we have around here.
Yeah.
I hate it, but
Have you tried green chasers over here?
it's a little far for where I have my
okay.
travel. I live closer to Leston Oaks. I'm what, 12 minutes actually, you know, 10, 12
Gotcha.
minutes. So I'm in Meadow Point, and it's close.
I mean, you hit off mats, but there is an area back there where you can hit off grass too, which is
No, they won't let you.
not with the driver, right?
With anything really.
Oh, really?
No, they won't let you hit off the grass. They tell you stay on the mats. So how my takeaway look?
We're gonna take a look right now, letting you kind of warm up.
All right.
Okay. How's it feeling?
I'm getting used to it, you know.
Okay.
You know, it's trying not to flip, so I got a little fade now instead of drawing the ball a little bit, but I don't mind it. It's playable, you know. See a little
fade.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Okay.
It's better than, you know, it turning way out to the left, and so I like it. It's okay.
Okay. Well, let's take a look and see what we're doing here.
But I can't turn the ball if I want to.
I got
Don't
you.
get me wrong. I can control it. I can turn it. But I kind of like this cut shot. I can play this. It's more consistent.
Okay. So I'm gonna move the camera right here behind us. Let's take a look down the line first and see how our hand path's doing.
Okay.
Like what we talked about.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll take a look at that. Okay. Go up there.
Still coming out a little bit.
Yeah. Still kind of rolling your wrist a little bit.
Ah. Thought I got rid of that.
Okay. So I mean, let's just kind of take a look here. Kind of go here. That's
Mhm.
where the club is.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep. I
And
see
then you
it.
can see that we've gotten that a little bit longer here.
Yep. I see it.
Come on in, Zach. How you doing, big guy?
Good, you?
Doing good.
How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Here you,
Tired?
there you go, my
I hear
man.
you.
Thank you, I appreciate
Oh,
it.
you got a new shaft?
He had a ferrule that was coming loose, so we had to
Oh.
pop that back on in. So that wasn't too bad. So I would highly suggest getting a new grip for that. That's an old, worn grip. So
Yeah.
think about how much oil and stuff's on there and been soaked
Yeah,
in
that's
there.
why I was saying, like, sometimes when I'm with this or whatever, it feels like when I'm here coming across, I feel a space right in here.
Yeah.
And it feels loose, like it slips. a little.
Yeah, so one of those things is that after every 2 or 3 rounds, I take a rag or something like that, and I wash that club to get all the oils off of it and stuff like that. So that might help you right there. So,
Alright, I appreciate it.
hey, no problem, man. You have a good one. Give me a call. Let me know when you're ready for your lesson, man.
How much are you for?
Nothing, man. Just go have Be free in the world, man.
I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, no problem. You have a good one.
Yep, and then I was talking to my wife about lessons. It's not that I have to ask permission, I just obviously correlate everything.
Absolutely.
And she's 100% fine with it, so I'll be probably doing the 5 program
Okay.
and then scheduling through the app whenever.
Perfect. Sounds good. I look forward to it, my man.
Thank you.
You have a good one, okay? Enjoy your day, all right?
Yes, sir.
Take care of that 2-year-old.
I'm trying, but she's a handful.
Oh, I know. Trust me. My 3-year-old's putting me through the ringer.
Let me see if I come more this way.
Mm-hmm. So we're wanting, right? So you kind of see in the video, it's kind of like this
Yeah.
as your movement, right? So we really got to feel like, and let's just kind of do this for a couple swings here where I feel like you're kind of dragging the club back.
Okay.
Okay, so we just want to feel like we're kind of like leaving the club behind just a little bit.
Okay.
It's not how I want you to keep swinging, but I want you to try to get that feeling of kind of dragging the handle back a little bit.
Okay. All right.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah, I can do that.
So we're just doing the opposite of what we were normally doing. Like rolling our wrist, now we're just trying to drag the handle back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's take a look at this now.
All right.
Let's see if we've kind of changed it a little bit. Right?
Yep.
Okay, so you can see that the hand is coming back. You're still trying just a little bit to get that thing rotating just a little bit, but now we're getting more of our hands on that path. And let's see where we end up at. We're still a little bit over the top here. You see where our hands are there?
Yeah.
Okay, so our hands are going to be just above that line, but we don't want it that much above the line. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay, so that probably would relate to, and let's see.
That fade.
Well, if my hands are going above that, right? See how you're coming off that line a lot?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a little bit of that early extension, okay? But that's why we see the hands so far over top of the line. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so
Okay.
if I start here,
Yeah.
right, and I move, and then as I come through, if I move forward,
Yeah.
my hands are going to be over here, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's what we're seeing. We're seeing some early extension. You're kind of popping up and kind of coming towards the ball a little bit.
Okay.
Which what you kind of do to compensate that a little bit is you kind of come over the top a little bit.
Okay.
To square it up. So you know your body's coming this way.
Yeah.
So you start to swing a little bit this way to get more of that straight ball, or a little bit of that fade is what you're seeing now.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let me
Right.
now I
But
can see it. Let me see if I can fix that.
well, let's just try to focus on the hand path for right now, on the takeaway.
Okay.
Right. Let's focus on that part first. Okay. And then I've got a little device that I'm sure we've been on where we try to keep our rear end back.
Yeah.
And get a feel for that. So I want us to kind of get a feel for the takeaway.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to put you in that device and we're going to keep with that feel and then try to introduce a little bit of a new feel for what our rear end needs to do. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Okay.
All right, so go ahead and keep doing that real quick and let me kind of work on this.
All right.
Let's see. All right, let's see how we're doing here. I feel like we're driving the handle back. And one more here. Let's take a look on it. Does that feel different for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's take a look and see.
Still needs to come back a little more.
So set up for me real quick. So as we go, right, it's got to be like this, okay? But what you kind of introduce, you're dragging it, right? But you kind of introduce this,
Yeah.
okay? We need to kind of have this,
Okay.
okay? So as we kind of go,
Okay.
okay, so if we take a look at Eric here, I think it is, or I don't know, Brett Snedeker, I'm not really sure who it is, right? Watch his hands as they go back, and then look how he starts to hinge that up. You see how you kind of start here, you're dragging it back, and then you start to roll it over.
Roll it over.
Right?
Okay.
So once we get here, we need to start feeling like we're starting to hinge that up a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so let's try that one more time, get a
Yeah.
feel for that.
All right.
All right, so here, yeah, good, back. More of this position right here.
Okay.
Okay, a little exaggerated there, of course, but. Okay, see how the club head's outside of our hands now?
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to keep us on plane. But once I start to go like this and then roll it inside here.
Yeah.
All right. Up. Up. Good. Up.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, there you go. Now you're keeping the club head outside of your hands slightly, right? Not letting them roll to the inside.
Okay.
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 Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we go just like this. Yeah, good. There you go. Good. There you go. See how your hands are just past your right foot there?
Okay.
Okay, so that's where we want to kind of be.
That's
Now,
right.
now we're keeping that same length as when I was here. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So as you go, right? Boom, boom, boom. Keeping that same, like there's a chain on my waist. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Once I start to go like this, you see how my hands go out and away.
Yeah.
Okay? So, good. All right? Just like Hogan said, right? Once we start getting our hands over our right foot, it's when he wants to start hinging up and controlling that weight.
Okay.
Okay? Mm-hmm. Good. So if you stay right there, okay? Now, your shoulder turn and your wrist hinge are starting to match. Okay, but once I start to get like this, right?
Yeah.
That starts to stay flat and this guy's turning. And
Yeah.
then I have to create a lift or something like that at
Okay.
the end. Okay, good. So now everything's matching up. So if we just turn up to the top after that, right?
All right.
Mm-hmm. Turn up. There you go, good. Uh-huh. There you go. Okay.
Okay.
So if we can keep that weight kind of more in front of us, right, or control the weight, we're probably going to have a better success of not having early extension. Does that make sense? Because now we're controlling the weight instead of the weight getting loose on us.
Okay.
Does that make sense a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, we still need to kind of work on keeping that rear end back
Right.
as we come through, and we're definitely going to do that.
Okay.
But this just makes it a lot easier if I'm keeping everything out in front of me
Mhm.
than everything getting back behind me, and then I have to kind of, you see how I make this motion to get things
Yep.
going? Where am I going? I'm going forward.
Yes.
Correct. So if I can kind of keep everything here, out in front of me over here, then when I step back or get my rear end back,
Mhm.
things can shout. Does that
Okay.
make sense a little bit?
Yep.
Right, so it's just kind of putting it all together a little bit. Give me a swing whenever you're ready, okay? Just feel like you're getting that wrist hinge.
All right.
Okay, dragging that handle back and then getting that wrist hinge. See how we do. That wasn't ideal, was it?
No. I didn't
All right.
use my hands.
That's all right, that's a whole nother feel.
All right.
Dragging the handle back, setting that club. There we go. Yep. Here we go.
I see what I'm doing wrong.
Okay. There you go. that club. Don't be afraid to release it. Right?
Okay. Right.
Give me one more. We're going to take a look on this online.
All right.
Feels different, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Still a little turned on it.
Yeah, getting the hands just a little bit on the inside here, just a little bit from what I can kind of see. Okay. Let me go grab a little different device here for you, kind of help you out just a little bit.
Okay.
Two ways of kind of going about this. And I think I'm gonna try this first. This is, all right, so let me jump on in there real quick and kind of
Okay.
demonstrate something for you. So this might give you a better feel than that. So we're gonna try both here, but trying to get that takeaway. So what I want you to kind of do is get this kind of in your hands. We're not really trying to swing it per se or hit
Right.
balls with it,
Yeah.
but I want you to kind of get your hands just like this. Get this up against your left forearm as so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I want you to keep it and maintain it along your left forearm. All right, so if you look at this,
Okay.
see where I'm at?
Yeah.
Okay. If we take a look at you here a little bit, this will help try to get a. So you see that cupping in your left wrist?
Yeah.
That's what we're going to try to get rid of. That's
Okay.
why it's going out to the right on you.
Okay.
Okay. Does that make sense a little bit?
Yep.
Okay. So as we kind of go, getting this here, you
Mhm.
can see if I maintain that, see how my hands move back? Right? There's no rolling of the wrist. Okay.
Right.
It's just keeping that pressure right here up to the top. Okay. But
Okay.
once I start to do this,
Right.
get any cupping here, that starts to come off. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so gives you a good feel of where we need to kind of be. If I could do that, you can see right down the line. If I keep that there,
Mm-hmm.
where's my hands? Right outside,
Mm-hmm.
not inside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we want to be here, feeling that, like we're pressing against it, and then up. Does that make sense, big guy?
Yeah.
Okay, just trying to work on that takeaway. Yeah. All right, so just feel that against there, yeah. There you go, feel that?
Okay.
Okay, feel the pressure right there against there?
Yeah.
Okay, but if I get like this,
Yeah.
okay, so let's set up again, right? Mm-hmm, now up to the top and try to maintain that against that pressure against, yeah! Holy cow, buddy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Figuring it out, right? There you go, good. Do you notice how much your right palm is facing towards the ground?
Mm-hmm.
Right? How the back of your
Yeah.
left hand is facing the ground, right? Not opening up, right? Kind of take a look here. Let's just kind of see. Right? See how your palm now in this video out in the way,
Yeah.
right? You see when you're doing that, that palm's more down, right?
Right down, yeah.
Right? That's going to help keep that left wrist a little bit more bowed or flat for what we're doing. So let's take a look at the top here. Okay. So you see where you're at here, right?
Yep.
Okay, see where that cupping is in that left wrist?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then let's come on over here and take a look at this guy.
It's gone.
Right? That's a totally different position. You see all your elbows against your side there in a good position.
Okay.
Okay? See how the big thing is, I don't have the picture of the club, but I guarantee you the club is probably going this way
Mm-hmm.
instead of being over here. So here's a great way of kind of thinking about it. If the ball's here,
Mhm.
your hands are behind the ball, the club head is behind your hands. Okay, that's how the chain goes. But for you, you get this cupping, and then the club head is behind the ball and the hands are behind the club.
Okay.
Does that make sense? That's an order that we don't want to have.
Right.
That usually leads to over the top and early extension.
Okay.
Okay? So now you've got a chance to allow that club to drop and stay behind it. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Instead
sir.
of going forward. Okay?
Okay.
You see the difference there though?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's kind of take a look here. You can definitely see on that takeaway more of the glove pointing down a little bit. Good. Yeah, there you go. Now you're figuring it out. See how see how
Yeah.
you figured that out?
Yeah.
We don't want that, but you're figuring it out right there, right?
Yeah.
That's great. That's learning. All right, but look at that turn. You're getting a greater turn with that than you are with your regular, what you're trying to do. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Because now you're moving your body to move it instead of just your arms going up and down. Does that make sense, big guy?
Yeah.
Does this device seem to help you, at least for the understanding of the
Yeah,
takeaway, or
yeah,
should
it
we bring
did.
this guy on in?
It did.
Okay.
Yeah, that helped.
Right, it's a very cheap little training device. Go get a broken club hanger somewhere, clothes hanger somewhere, zip tie it on your club, and that's just a great feel to have for. All right, so just kind of try to relate that. Feel like you've got that thing against your wrist. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, feel that flat left wrist now? That's really good, okay? So, I mean,
Yeah, I feel it.
when we look at all the guys here, right, and if I look at, I think who does it without a doubt the best. Right, so when I look at John here, right, look, I mean, for him, he's over-exaggerated
Wow,
that,
yeah.
right? I mean, he's over-exaggerated
That
that.
thing turned down.
But that's not where I want us to be. But
Right.
You can see that we need to have that left wrist either flat or a little bowed,
Yeah.
okay, to kind of help us a little bit,
Okay.
okay? At least for you. Some players can get away with a little bit of a cupping
Mm-hmm.
and want to have that. But for you, I think we've got an over-the-top path and we've got early extension. I think if we can get our wrist in a better position, it leaves our body a chance to stay back behind it.
Okay.
Like throwing a frisbee. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so if I asked you to throw a frisbee, it'd be like this with your wrist, right?
Right.
Okay, and that's what we're trying to get up to at the top right there and maintain that a little bit.
Okay.
All right? Good. Mhm.
All right. Let's see what
And
we
the
got.
other thing is, here's the other great little thing about this. If you get this right, it's the last little snap that you can get
Yeah.
Out of all the little checks that we put in there, if you can get that, then you get one more little power boost. Okay. How does it feel for us, partner?
That feels good.
Okay. Let's just keep going with that feel right now, okay? I feel like we got that closing on. Yeah. Where's that wrist at? Feel that wrist?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I think everything's going good. Just swing out in this direction for me, okay?
All right.
All right. Feel like you're hitting that thing right over the second baseman's head. Okay. Getting a little bit of that roll in there.
Okay.
Okay, so let's jump back on our little device here. Jump back on here and get that feel.
All right.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There you go. Let that right palm face a little bit more down in that position. There you go.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, see how that club's staying outside of your hands there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's going to keep it on plane. Once it gets onto the inside, then we start to lose balance and other things. Unless you're extremely talented and you can whip it to the inside and come across. Like Victor Hovland.
Okay. Palm down. Palm down.
There you go, good. Feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because if I got you, like, go ahead and set that club for me again. Okay, set it for me.
Okay.
And just set. Bring it on up, set it. There you go. Okay, see how that club's getting more closer to where our toe line is?
Yeah.
Okay, we don't want to get the club inside our toe line.
Okay.
Okay, so there's like a magical wall, right, from our neck to the ball, right? And we want to kind of stay just inside of it, but not too far inside of it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Turn it down.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it.
Just takes time, you know. Find yourself an old broken clothes hanger, as I said, around the house. zip tie that thing on in there. And I would practice quite a bit of that for your hand path. Keep that thing against there. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, feel that pressure. All right. And keep that pressure on your left forearm. There you go. Yep, yep. Even at setup. Feel the pressure. Yep, there you go. Good. There you go. Mhm. There you go. All right, now just imagine feeling that hanger against that left forearm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's all we're trying to imagine. Mhm. All right, so I'm hoping that with this takeaway that when we get back into impact, our hands are closer to that line than so far above it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So get up to the top and stop for me. All right. All right. There you go. You don't need to get too tight right there, but you're good.
Okay.
Okay. But now when I look at you, I'm going to hold the club here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead and jump on out. Okay. You couldn't see it, but the back of your left wrist was matching what the club face is doing. Okay. So
Okay.
as long as, and if we kind of think about this, right? If I think about this, and this is how I kind of think about it, if this is square to what this is, I don't have to worry about where the face is. I need to worry about where my hand is.
Okay.
Right? So when I get to impact, if this is square and relative to what that was, it should be square as well. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Right? So, but once I have this, that's a different angle, right? And then
Yeah.
I have to make some kind of manipulation at the bottom,
Right.
or I'm just going to pull across.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
All right, so if you just get it square up at the top, right, then I just have to worry about getting that back of that left hand feeling like I'm, smacking something, smacking a wall or something. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's right here.
Sounds good. Go ahead and set up again for me. Hands need to be inside the thigh.
Oh,
Okay, you've got your hands over that.
okay.
Okay. So you got to get the butt of the club pointing just left of your navel, right? Is your navel over here?
Nope.
Okay. So we need to get that. So that would mean that I would like to get you going this way a little bit.
Okay.
Your feet.
Oh,
Move it up in your setup. See how that works?
okay.
Once you start to move it back, right, go ahead and move it back a little bit. Go. No. You go this way. This way.
Oh,
All right, yep. And then I get my hands here. You see what we're doing now?
yeah.
Okay. So the more you get it back, the more you're going to get your hands forward to try to square it. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay, so let's come on back this way.
All right.
Play it up in our setup. Now you can see that I've got a neutral club position here. Hands slightly in line with the ball, not way in front of it.
Okay.
Does that make sense, big guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we want our hands just inside of our left thigh. Yes, there you go. That was a lot easier to get up in the air, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Do it again, set it up more, right? Feel like those hands are just inside of our left thigh, point towards her. Okay, good. Okay. A little thin, right?
Yep.
Okay. It's slightly up in our setup, right? Hands just inside of our left thigh. There we go. Did you feel yourself roll your hands there?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna get it this time.
There you go. Good.
There. There.
Alright, so early extensions, the next big one here. Hand path's getting a little bit better.
Okay.
Okay, not seeing it roll as much. Okay, getting better. Okay, still think we need to work on that a little bit. Okay, get a little hanger or something like that.
Oh,
But the big thing I'm seeing now as we get here, right?
mm-hmm.
I don't see where the wrist is, but it's in a better position already, I can tell, just where we're at.
Mhm.
But the big thing is now we're really cutting our path off with our body for our hands. You see that?
Oh,
Okay. All right, so that's where our hands started, and that's where they're finishing, way above the line. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna jump in this little guy right here.
Okay.
Maybe we'll grab I know we wanted to work on the driver.
That's fine. Let's get this. Get one thing
He's
working
like,
at
I'm
a
not
time.
worried about the club. I'm
No.
worried about the body.
Yep.
Got it. Have you been on this little device before?
No.
No? Okay. Jump on in here and demonstrate for you real quick.
All right.
So if you If you kind of get down the line here on me.
Okay.
Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get this thing set up and we're gonna have it right here on the meat of our cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just a little bit, we'll figure that out. Now what we wanna do is we wanna get ourselves into this little pot here, okay?
Okay.
This is the pressure that's trying to push me forward and I wanna combat that.
Okay.
So as I get on in here, as I go back, I'm gonna push against it. Okay, see that?
Mm-hmm.
And then as I come through, I wanna feel like I'm pushing against that.
Okay.
Okay, for us, what we see would be more of this here, and then this thing would push us forward.
Yeah.
So I want you to build some resistance to your waist going forward and feeling your rear end staying back behind you. So as I get through here, you see where my hands are?
Mm-hmm.
I've got all this space now. But once I start to do this, I've cut my hand path off.
Right.
Right? And that's why you're hitting those little chilliers out to the right.
Mhm.
Or we get this kind of like, what you do is you get yourself over the top to get your hands some space.
Right.
And then you flip at the bottom a little bit. And bad days it's left, good days we get a little cut.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
All right, so jump on in here, big guy. Is that a good explanation for you?
Yeah.
So just kind of put your arms across your chest a little bit. Okay, there you go. Got that on the meat, or do we need to get a little bit higher?
A little higher.
Okay. Yeah, you're a little bit taller than I am.
Yep.
Right about there?
Yep.
Okay. Very good. Okay, just get your rear end there. Just put your arms across your chest to start off with, and push, right? All right. That's a whole different feel for you, right? You're used to
Yeah.
having that waist come back or come
Yeah,
forward, right?
right.
So now we've got to kind of figure out, how do I get this to start moving, right? Good.
Like. Yeah, that feels good.
All right. Now, can you kind of get the idea when I say, hey, in this left foot, we want to push forward?
Yeah.
Okay, so as I push forward, it pushes that hip back, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. See how much more your chest is down over the ball as you come through?
Yeah.
Right? As my hips go forward, my spine extends up. Hence the name early extension.
Hmm. I feel it.
Right? That's something we haven't felt, right? Or something we haven't done in a long time. Now try to keep a little bit of some flex in that right knee as you turn back.
Okay.
Okay? There you go. Good. That's going to help you push off. You feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but once you lock that knee up, right, you got to kind of restart things. All right. And here's a few things that at least I notice, is that one, I really feel like that left foot's pushing back for me to keep that thing there, right? And the other thing I notice as I come through, instead of having my leg kind of go like this in that first part, I really feel like my ankle right here is rolling into it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we look at John here, right? Right, watch his ankle. Actually, we'll go face on. Right, watch his ankle. See how he's getting that ankle?
Oh yeah, I see it.
Right?
Yep.
That's keeping that chest down. Once I start to
Yeah.
get this knee to buckle up, see how things start to go up?
Yeah.
Right? But if I kind of keep everything kind of down, right, let that ankle kind of drive down and through a little bit in the beginning, and then let it release, we'll be just fine.
Okay.
Does that make sense a little
Yeah.
bit? You see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, boom, boom, chest down, through, out of the way. Right? Yeah, what's your hip doing now, right? Chest has got to stay down, right?
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Okay. So go ahead and just kind of, I'm not worried about the club right now. I want you to take your hands right there. Good.
Okay.
Okay. Stand a little bit taller for me. There you go. Good. Okay. Now give me a swing. Okay. And try to keep your hands underneath this line. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See how much more your chest is staying over that ball as you come through? How your arms are extended as you come through? Good. Good.
Okay.
So to allow that hand to stay in there, you see how you got to keep your rear end back,
Yeah.
right?
This is good.
So I'm just going to let you kind of groove on that. Take your club. Okay. Just give me some basic swings and kind of get used to that feel. Okay. That's the great thing about this. You can kind of swing a club with it and get a little bit of some real good biofeedback. Slow it down a little bit. You don't need to kill it. All right, just there you go. Okay, that's going to give you more speed than trying to kill it. Give yourself a break, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Got any water or anything like that?
Yeah, I got some in my bag. I got PT after this.
Do you?
At noon. So I get a little break, go work on these hips.
How are they going for you?
Not bad, I feel good with the hips. My left knee is what gives me more trouble than then, and my hips. So I'm gonna have the doctor take a look at it. Maybe some x-rays or something, but right in here.
Is that the one where you had cancer in the knee?
Yep. This is a bad one. Maybe I had to do something. It's right there. Pain. Feel like bone grinding on bone. Sometimes it hurts really bad, but this helps support it. But he needs to do so. Even if I need a knee replacement, I'll take that. And deal with this.
Man, that sounds painful, man.
Yeah.
I've watched the procedure, what they do, and I'm like, thank God we've gotten to the point of technology to be able to do that, because I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, it looks painful. Split open your knee, cut your bone.
Correct, I just see the chop of the bone,
Yeah.
screwing it in, I'm like,
Grab titanium in your knees. And,
yeah, I'm like,
woo, could you imagine the pain? Oof, it's gotta be painful.
could you imagine without painkillers or?
Yeah.
Some type of morphine or something? Oh my God.
No, you couldn't bear it.
No. I remember I had a kidney stone one time. About the most pain, most pain I've ever been in so far in my life. And it was so bad, the pain was so bad, I was throwing up. Oh, my body was reacting any way that it could.
Yeah.
The guy didn't think because they're trying to get the thing out and they're just pumping morphine, right? And the guy's like, all right, I've got you to the match, you shouldn't feel anything. I said, dude, it's a 7 right now out of 10. Like that, and he goes, well, what was it before? I said, probably a 6. It's worse. Yeah, he was pumping me with all kinds of stuff.
I bet. That's crazy. Never had kidney stones or anything like
Change-
that. I think it would be hard to pass, so.
Well, I'll tell you what, I was in the urinal,
Uh-huh.
and using the restroom, and you hear this thing, and ding, 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 and you're like, it passed, honey, it passed. But, I mean, to be honest, it felt like a sandstorm going through there when I did. I was like, oh, and ding, 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 I'm like, oh. So, yeah, it changed my diet real quick, buddy. I don't drink sweet tea nearly as much. I do drink coffee, but I make sure that I'm always having some kind of lime or citrus in my drink usually, because the citrus kind of shrinks it a little bit, but it doesn't get rid of it. They say that it'll kind of help soften it up a little bit, but you never get rid of the kidney stones. They're always in there. So, at least that's what he told me.
Yeah.
All right, big guy. Let's jump back in there, okay?
All right.
How are things feeling as far as what we're doing here?
Good.
Okay. So what I like you to kind of do here, you jump on in here, feel where you're at, and once you hit a couple balls, little half swings or something like that, and try to get a feel for keeping those hips back behind us, right? And seeing what we kind of get. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. Go.
Okay, good.
Here, just stay right there and we'll just get comfy wherever you're at right there.
right.
Not worried about where it goes or what that thing reads. I just want you to kind of get a feel for it, okay?
All right.
You ready for the Ryder Cup tomorrow?
Yes.
Team Euro will be 2 up through 4 holes on the first group. If you look at the sets of those guys, they will be 2 up through 4. Let's take a look at this movement here, right? Let's see how we're doing here with this early extension idea. All right, so we just kind of okay, still coming off?
Yeah, still coming off.
Just a little bit, right?
All right.
Okay.
I need
So-
some more pressure on it.
Well, what we want to kind of do here, right? Watch this right knee as it comes out.
Oh, I
Okay.
see it.
We want to have the idea, right? And we talked about the ankle because I didn't want to talk about the knee,
Yeah.
but we're going to talk about the knee now, right?
All right.
As my ankle rolls in,
Mhm.
so does my knee,
Yeah.
right? So I want to have that idea, right, of kissing knees,
Right.
okay? I don't want to have the idea of this,
Okay.
right? Because then I'm
Right.
going to kind of follow that a little bit,
Okay.
okay? So, right, yeah, there you go.
Got it.
Okay, so if I kind of did this, right, if I just kind of, don't worry about the club per se, right?
Yeah.
But if you just turned your right knee inside of that,
Mm-hmm.
okay, go ahead and just feel like you're turning your right knee inside of that. There you go. See how it keeps your left hip back?
Yeah.
Okay. Throw your right knee out towards the thing. Or kind of like what you're doing here. You're
Oh,
going
you
like-
want to go like this?
That's what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
You see how you're going out that way?
Yeah.
See how the pressure goes away from that bar?
Yeah.
Right? But if I keep that ankle in, there you go. That starts driving that hip back behind us.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go. Give you a little view here.
All right.
All right. So when we watch John, see how that knee's driving in.
Yeah.
Right. It's driving this way, not out.
Out. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I see it.
All
Let
right.
me try it.
So there's absolutely no gap between his legs when I look down the line where I'm starting to see a gap there.
Okay.
Okay? Now, we all want to do this to make sure that our hip isn't getting in any bad situation. Okay?
Yeah.
Good. Good. Let's try again. Okay. Much better. Let's take a look and see.
Okay.
Better. All right, just slightly coming off, but here's the big thing. All right, if we kind of, let's take a look at our hand path. That's what I want to kind of see. And we're still over it just a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
I need to come more inside of the hands coming back down. All right. I see it.
Okay.
That swing path. Okay. I got it. Let me see.
Okay.
Let me try that one again. Let's see it.
Good job. You starting to get a feel for that now?
Yes.
Okay. Keeping those hips back, feeling the club coming more for the inside.
Mm-hmm. Drop that thing inside. Tighten it.
Okay. There you go. You hear the sound that
Yeah,
thing's
it
making
has a
now?
nice click to it.
Good. Okay.
That was solid.
Just baby steps right now. Okay, doing
Yeah.
great.
Leave it there.
Position.
Okay, I had to reach out to get that one.
Okay.
Okay. Those hands. Stay there.
Good.
across the top.
Across, okay, good.
Yeah,
Felt that, didn't you?
yeah.
All right, gotta feel like we're swinging out towards that second baseman, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna jump off that device. I want you to give me a couple swings
Okay.
without it and see how we're doing with that transfer of knowledge. Does that make sense?
Yep.
How did that feel for you? That give you some good feedback right there?
It did, it really did.
Okay, good. All right, and I'm not saying that we're gonna get it all out in one session here, but
Right.
if we can start getting that rear end closer to the line, you know, that we started on, or breaking that glass, we're gonna have more path for our hands. Less over the top there. There you go, good.
Okay.
How'd that feel for you, my man?
Different.
Okay.
Felt good though.
All right, really feel that chest over the ball now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not kind of jumping up out of us, right? Set up for me, big guy.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna put this right here on the inside of you.
Okay.
Okay. I want you. Okay, I'm not worried. Don't worry about the ball right now.
Okay.
But I want you to swing up and over that.
Okay.
Okay, you're swinging on into this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's why we're coming over the top.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's kind of get rid of the ball here for just a second. Okay, go ahead and set up. Okay, and I want you to feel like you're swinging over that device. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Okay. There you go. Better. Feel yourself coming more to the inside?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, we want to imagine that there's something over here, right? That we're trying to swing away from.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Okay. Because what I'd like to see here on the last couple here, for what we have left, is I'd like to see the club path start getting closer to a positive. I'm not saying it's going to be positive, but if I can get it to a 2 or a 1, that's much closer to 0 where we want it, right?
Okay.
But right now, you've been kind of living in the 5 and 7 range,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then it's just how much can I leave the face open? Then it's a lot of spin, and it's a guessing game.
Okay.
Okay? So go ahead and give me a couple more swings and just kind of feel that more to the inside, like we're avoiding something to the inside here. There you go. There you go. Feel how you're standing up tall with your finish?
Mm-hmm.
When you start to go left, I bet you feel like you're kind of falling off the mound a little bit, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's do this. Give me 4 swings here.
Okay.
Okay. And what we want to do is we want to kind of feel like we're avoiding that.
All
Does
right.
that make sense?
Yeah.
Bingo, he zeroed it out. Good job. Okay, good. Good work right there. And see how you hit that device?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You hit that little device,
Oh.
right? So you see how you're 4.5 over?
Okay.
So it tells me that we hit the device. Here it is.
All right.
Okay? So let's try it again, right? Feel like we're avoiding that little object. Okay. Keep going. Give me 2 more here, buddy. All right. Feel like we're swinging away from that device, okay?
Okay.
All right. I think we kind of got away with one there a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
So when it says club pad and the minus, that means it's open?
No, it means that you swing in this direction. So this would be 0, straight ahead.
Oh, okay.
Negative is always on the left for measurements.
Okay.
Positive is always on the right for measurements
Oh,
in the world of
okay.
construction.
That was one. Okay. All right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay, good. Right, but the object
Yeah.
is, right, here's the thing that you're kind of doing a little bit. You're kind of cheating the system. This is what you're doing right here, my man. This is what you're doing.
Well-
you're getting lined up here, and then you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I'll do this, right? I'm definitely going to be swinging out over there compared to what my measurement is, right?
Right.
We've got to get used to the idea of setting up here, right, and feeling that club falling back behind us and going out over here. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay.
I can do that.
Yeah, I know you can. Okay, but don't try to cheat the system by getting your whole body lined up here so you're definitely swinging that way. You got to stay square to your target line, okay?
All right.
All right. Because it's going to be just, it'd be crazy when you get out there. You're aiming out over here, trying to do this, right? So there you go.
All right.
All right, set up square and just feel like you're swinging up and over that, okay? Yes. Okay. about the measurement, but I think we're getting closer to the idea of what we're talking about here. Okay. Just kind of do it slow. Don't try to kill it, but let's just try to put a positive number on that path number there, okay?
All right.
Good. I'd be happy with a 2. I'd be absolutely happy with a 2 right now. Okay, that is so much better than 5 and 7.
Okay.
Okay. Good job right there. Good work. Well, I'm not worried. I'm not worried that it didn't show it, but I can tell by the ball flight that we're definitely closer to a 0 club path.
All right.
Okay. Good. Starting to straighten that thing out a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's starting to straighten out. I see it.
That's fine.
You're going straight and straight left.
I don't know what that's about. That might be the reader. So, but
There you
I'm
go,
liking.
straight.
I'm gonna take a look one more time.
All right.
Let you take another swing here. Okay. Hey, minus 4. Yeah.
That sucks.
Right. So you've got one of those Rapsodas, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Does it have the face to path or anything?
Yeah.
It does? Okay,
Yeah.
great. Great. So when you're in the backyard practicing or whatever, wherever you practice at, I want us to get this as close to 0 as possible.
Okay.
Okay? I'd like to see a positive. I'd like to see like a positive 1 or 2. That would be really good to see right there. But if I could see a -1 or a -2, I'd be happy with that as well.
Okay.
Okay? But -4, -5, that's not really good. Okay?
Okay.
Because that means the more I swing left, the more I have to leave that face open to keep it to my target. And when I
Okay.
do that, I'm probably going to put extra spin on it and it's going to go off my target line.
Okay.
If I keep the face square to what that path is, it's dead left. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But if I could get you more swinging this way, okay, now we're getting a little bit more under the plane,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Now you can release your hands and you get more of what we call that push draw where it goes right to left.
Let me exaggerate one. Let me
Yeah, absolutely. Please do.
I'm gonna
Please do.
exaggerate this shot.
Yeah, please, please do.
I don't really want to draw this thing.
Right, but it's got to feel like if you play tennis, kind of under and over.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I used to play tennis.
Okay, like that
So you
under
want-
and over.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, you got it. Perfect. Perfect.
So you had to tell me.
I wish I made you play tennis a while ago, right? So it's definitely that under over kind of thing that we're talking about with tennis, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to put that hook spin that we're looking on
Okay.
with the ball, right? Not a lot of people are swinging to the inside with their tennis racket unless they're trying to cut it, right?
Right.
Okay, so I think that gives you good understanding right there,
Yeah,
right?
it did.
Okay.
I'm speaking my language, so.
There we go. I just got to kind of figure out the dialect. That's all, man. So, a couple things, right? A few things that we worked on. One was path, right?
Yes.
Get you a little object, something like this that kind of says, hey, this is a no-fly zone.
Okay.
Right? I don't want to be in this area here. I want to be in this area over here.
Okay.
Or I want to feel like I'm swinging out into this direction right here.
Okay.
Getting that club path positive. Okay. That's really good right there. If you could
Okay.
live in that neighborhood right
Yeah.
there, we're going to get some really good stuff.
I can do
Right.
that.
The big thing is that your smash factor went up from 113 or 1.13 to 1.25.
Okay.
So, and I don't think the distance jumped up any greater. Well, a little bit, right? Instead of 110, 118.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a lot better there, right? A lot more face contact. The other thing that we want to kind of work on, right, was our hand path,
Yes.
right? That's the big thing that we kind of came in here, and we're always going to be kind of dealing with that a little bit.
Yeah.
But you know, I like kind of having a little device like this, something right here where I feel that against there, right? And if I get there, then as we talked about, we get the order in the right way, right? The ball, you know, the hands behind the ball, the club head behind the hands, okay? But once I start to get this kind of going on,
Yeah.
right? The club head is, you know, behind the ball and the hands are behind the club head.
Yeah.
Then I've got to kind of do this,
Right.
right? And then where's that face?
Wide
Open, and then I got to kind of swing
Yeah.
to the left to close it, right?
Right.
So just kind of getting this thing, just feeling like it's here. And you're going to notice that your right palm's kind of facing a little bit more down, okay? Not rolling open,
Right.
okay? And then just really getting that feel of keeping that against our wrist so we get that nice left wrist,
Okay.
okay? I like to
I'll
think
work on
about it, right? If I just had, if this was like, I'm thinking of a Frisbee, and this is why, if I had a Frisbee right here, that's how I would throw it, right?
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
But there would be no way I'd throw a Frisbee where I'd cut my wrist, right? I wouldn't do this with my wrist,
No.
throw a Frisbee,
Right.
right? I'd keep that thing bowed just like that. So just kind of think about that maybe a little bit right there. The other big thing that we worked on was with the old posture pod here. Okay. I wish I invented this, but I did not. You know, I think this is a great little device. Not saying go out and buy one, but to kind of combat that, what I would do is, you know, just always the wall, right?
Yeah.
Feel yourself, you know, get in here and then really feel like yourself pushing into it, right? You can see if I keep that right knee going down the target line, I'm putting more pressure into that wall.
Gotcha.
Once I allow that right knee to kind of go, this guy can kind of get out.
You get out. Yeah.
Right? So it's got to have that feeling as I'm coming down here, swinging out towards the right. This ankle comes in, this knee comes in, and then it's going to start turning out of the way.
Right.
Okay? But I don't want to kind of have this going on.
Mm-hmm.
Right? My hands go way out in front of me.
Right.
My body cuts off my hand path, and now my rear end's really come up off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Allowing you to have a real big over-the-top move.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But if we can kind of keep that hit back, and I'm not saying that we're going to be like John Rahm where we're smashing glass back over here, but if I can keep that rear end closer to my line, then my hands are going to be here and I have a much better chance of getting consistent contact, right?
Mhm.
Keeping that arc in the same area. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions of what we worked on today, Dale?
No, I got a lot of work to do.
Got a few
But-
things to work on, right?
Yeah.
But
got
I
a
think
lot to
that
work on.
over-under tennis,
Yeah, that did it for me.
I think so. I mean, because you know, big thing is if I can get your path here, you can
Mm-hmm.
you can make up for some mistakes. Does that
Yeah.
make sense? We can kind of, you know, massage a few things and get them right. But if
Okay.
this guy's over the top, then you're dealing with face problems all the time,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Okay. You know, you can have a little early extension if we're coming onto the inside a little bit.
Mhm.
You can kind of get away with some of the bad takeaways. We see that on the tour. Not everybody's got a great takeaway, but they know how to deliver that club right back to where it is.
Right.
And that's the key,
Yeah.
right? You know,
Yeah.
that's the key. But if you can kind of keep that path right there with your wrap soda right there,
Yeah.
you're going to see some really good results. And then what we want to see on the contrary, this being positive,
Okay.
and then this guy being slightly negative.
Okay.
Okay, so if I have one going in this direction and one going in this direction, what would be the end result?
Middle.
Correct. Correct. Right? Right now we're going in the opposite direction. We're swinging this way and our face is this way.
Yeah.
And we're getting spin.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
All right, big guy.
Thank you.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome. Get all settled up and set you up for your next lesson.
All right.
Any big photo shoots coming up?
No, I have a funeral to go to this week.